Most professionals are going through a problem that nobody is willing to talk about. Personal stasis. I will explain it to you what it is and how it is impacting your life negatively and is holding you back from living the purpose that you want to live. I'm Dr. Mrinalini Garg. I am a leadership coach for professionals who are looking to advance their career, but in a meaningful manner, where they know that they are making an impact, they are influencing and bringing a change in the world. Let's talk about personal stasis. So, what is going on in the world today is that we are all in a rat race. And those who realize that they are in the rat race, they are the lucky ones because it starts with awareness. Always. It always starts with awareness. Because when you know you are in a rat race, then you can make a decision to pause, to step out of that race and look at what is going on. So if you are willing to pause for a moment and step out and observe what is going on, you will understand what I'm talking about. If you're busy running in the rat race, then scroll on and no need to stay here. But those who really want to know why they are feeling stuck in their career and how to get out of it, please pay attention because I know you will resonate with this. So, in the outside, so, when we think about our existence, there is an outside world and there is an inside world. So, most of us are busy focusing how to survive, focusing on surviving in the outside world. So as professionals, one of the most common thing people are busy with is getting more degrees and certifications. They want to uplevel their skills. They are just focused on getting this skill, this shiny object, that shiny object, and they are just making their resume more and more elaborate by not only getting degrees and certifications, but they're going for more trainings. They're listening to podcasts, the books that come out, a new article that comes out, a new influencer comes on the scene, and suddenly they are enamored by that influencer and they feel that they need to change something. Now, I'm all about change, but the change should feel good. The change shouldn't feel like it is taking up all your energy. So, in the outside world, we're always trying to get something, get something, get something, get something. And it just feels like you are running in circles. You're chasing your own tail. Now, understand that you are doing all of this to get ahead in their career. Most of the times, people don't know what it means to get ahead in their career because we all go with the conventional idea of success. You are getting ahead in life if you go to an Ivy college. You're getting ahead in life if you get a certain grade. You're getting ahead in life if you're getting a certain title or a certain salary. You're getting ahead in life if you have an expensive house, if you have an expensive car. And I'm not against getting an expensive house and expensive car. The problem is that we are focusing on just the tip of the iceberg. And this pen is not working. We are just focusing on the tip of the iceberg. And because we are focusing on the tip of the iceberg, which is the conventional success in the outside, not within. It's on the outside, which is why we keep going after, more degrees, more certifications, and it's never ending. And most people, most professionals are doing the exact same thing. So I want you to keep in mind, if everybody is doing the same thing, then how are you differentiating yourself? You are not. You're doing exactly the same things that others are doing. And what you're missing because of that is that you're stuck in that rat race. You're stuck in that rat race and you are stuck in this circle. Instead of going inward and really figuring out the kind of job you want, or the kind of business you want to make, or the kind of impact you want to make. and you are feeling stressed out, you're feeling worn out, you're feeling exhausted because you're going against your values. You are going about life without really understanding your purpose. You are doing stuff, but it does not add any meaning. It does not feel meaningful to you. That takes and sucks all the energy out of you. No wonder when you come back home from work, you just feel sapped that you have given everything away. And when you are with your children and with your partner, you feel like you have nothing to give. You don't feel confident because you really don't know if that's your thing, if that's your jam. And if it is your jam, you really do not know how to leverage your expertise and experience. You do not have the conviction in you that, yes, this is the life I want for myself, because it's not aligned. It's not aligned with what you truly want. So you don't have that conviction. You feel like, I have so much experience, I have all these degrees, I have all this expertise, but I don't have the conviction to get to that next level. Technically, you're amazing. I know that. You're amazing. You can give 3 hour, 4 hour, half a day long hour talk on your technical expertise. But when it actually comes to showing up as that leader who believes in himself or herself, that conviction and confidence is missing. As a result, you keep wondering, why, despite all my hard work, I am not being seen as a leader? Because that confidence and conviction is missing. And also because the values and purpose is not aligned, you also don't have the clarity on what you truly want. And on top of it, old patterns. Guess what? The way we are brought up, our conditioning, childhood conditioning, societal conditioning, comparison with others, following other people's ideas of success. We have been conditioned to think about life and work a certain way. So even though deep in your heart, you're doing the right things, you doubt yourself, you second guess yourself because you are suppressed, you are feeling constrained by what the outside world is dictating you. The only way to succeed in your career and life is by recognizing what you truly want. There are 4 C's that you need to know. If you have these 4 C's, you're golden. Number 1, clarity. Clarity on what you truly want. The commonest example is your GPS system. If you don't input an address, it is not going to show you any direction. You need to know the destination, where you want to go. It's very important that you know that. Most of the times, and especially, coming from India, everything is dictated for us, right? It's dictated whether you will become a doctor or an engineer, what school you will go, what will happen after that, what you will be measured against. So we just continue to follow the path that was decided for us. But at some point, we realize that, oh, I feel lost. I don't feel any joy doing that. So it's very important to understand what is it that you truly want. So this is the first C. Number 2, the second C is confidence. So if you know what you want, but within you, you're feeling some constraints. Oh, I don't know if I'm right for that position, if for that career. I don't know if I can be a good leader. And if those things are stopping you, you will not feel confident on walking on that path. So you will hold yourself back. You will stick to the conventional path and you will say that, oh, this is safe. I know this very well. So I will continue doing exactly that. But that again brings that personal stasis. You feel stuck. So it's very important to address those limiting beliefs, that societal childhood conditioning that has happened and has stayed with you even as an adult. Interestingly, it does happen. Whatever we learn as a child, whatever we embody as a child, continues with us as an adult. But if those things are the ones that are holding you back, then you need to figure out how to break out of it. And once you break out of it, you will feel confident because nothing is holding you back. Your belief in yourself is so strong that it becomes easy to walk this new path that feels aligned with what you truly want. The third C is communication. You know, in interviews, a very important question, the very first question that gets asked is, tell me about yourself. And that is such a loaded question. You cannot answer that question confidently with conviction unless you have clarity and confidence in yourself. It is a loaded question and it is a dreaded question because your answer to that question will decide if your interview will last for 15 minutes or will it go for hour and a half, longer than what it was scheduled. If it's going longer for what it was scheduled, it means that you're doing something right. But this is not just only about interview questions, but this is about how you are communicating about yourself in life as well as at work. How are you showing up in meetings? How are you talking about yourself? Do you hold yourself back or do you just be who you are and are communicating it very assertively, very articulately, very clearly? It's very important. And it cannot happen without clarity and confidence. And of course, for communication, you're also going to need the right kind of strategies so that you can influence your audience, no matter who it is in the audience. But if we are talking about career success, then you should especially should be able to speak about yourself articulately in the presence of executives and leaders. And then last but not the least, number 4 is connections. In today's day and age, you cannot survive, you cannot thrive without connections. And this is not about pleasing others. This is not about just name dropping. This is about making real connections with real people who will start investing in you, believing in you, and will become your champions to help you become successful. Whether it is getting promoted, if it's in the corporate world, whether it's helping you launch a business, whether it's helping you make the important connections that will help enrich your life and work. Typically, in corporations, it's the top leaders, the C-suite. It doesn't matter what level you are at, whether you are a frontline, you just started working there, or whether you are a mid manager or you've been a leader, a top leader. If you do not know how to build personal connections with the right kind of people, you will feel that you're not going as farther as you want. These 4 C's are very important in life as well. When you know the right people, when you have the clarity of what you want, when you have the confidence in making that ask or making that happen, if you don't use the right kind of words, right kind of strategies in your communication, you will always feel that you are not where you want to be. Out of all of this, the most important C's are clarity and confidence. Because once you know where you want to go, you can create the roadmap. You can create the blueprint to help you get there. Somebody came to me, they got on a call with me, and they told me, I just want to be a CEO no matter what. No, that's not a good enough reason for you to dedicate your life to that cause. Now, if we think about, spiritually, we are limited by our body. Our body, the moment we are born, we start aging. And this body is going to disappear. So we have limited time. So my question to you is, how do you want to spend that time? To go after someone else's dream? Or do you want to take the time to figure out what you truly want? Do you want to really understand what are some things that are holding you back, that is stopping you from maximizing your potential? When we have limiting beliefs, we are unable to live our full potential. Forget about full potential. We don't even live up to 50% of our potential. But as soon as you eliminate those limiting beliefs, you suddenly start seeing how much more is possible for you. So it's very important when you think about career success or even success in life, it's very important for you to take the time to pause, to understand, are you just following others in the rat race and racing with them, not knowing if that's where your finish line is, if that's the finish line that you want to get closer to, or you want to take the time to really figure out, yeah, most people, 95, 98% of people could be running there, but really what my heart wants is to go in this direction. And guess what? Those are the people who become leaders because they think differently from others. They believe in themselves. They are confident. They are confident that even if I'm thinking differently from others, I can get there. These are the leaders who also, as we say, these are charismatic. Why are they charismatic? You're not born with charisma. We are all, if you think about it, we all have charisma when we are born. The charisma goes away over time as we are programmed by society, by parents, by culture. That goes away. It's not that we don't have charisma, but these people seem charismatic because they speak up, they communicate with confidence, they say ridiculous things without thinking twice. And when I say ridiculous, there are leaders who just say ridiculous things. When I say ridiculous, they are ridiculously honest. They will share their vision, even if nobody can see it with them. They are willing to oppose ideas that do not feel aligned. They are willing to raise their voice when they see something is wrong. They are unafraid. They are not looking for validation. They speak their mind and they speak it in a manner that resonates. And then these people, they thrive because they make the right connections. These are the people who go ahead in life, not the ones who are in the rat race. Because those who are in the rat race, on the outside, it feels like they are going somewhere, but really they are running in circles, which is what leads to personal stasis. So inside, you just feel, oh gosh, I'm not where I want to be. You second guess yourself. You wonder if you're on the right path. You hold yourself back from speaking up your truth. You're afraid to do something outside of your comfort zone. And that leads to more sadness, eventually depression. And what that does is, because we don't like that feeling, We suppress that feeling with food. So we do emotional eating. We suppress our emotions by watching TV, Netflix, Instagram, constantly looking at screen because we are afraid to see how we are feeling. We are afraid to face the personal stasis that we are going through. But it's not too late. It's not too late. You can start over. And actually, you're not starting over. You will actually need to learn how to leverage everything that you have learned so far. Your expertise, your experience, the degrees, the certifications. You don't need to go and get one more certification, even if it's, it's the Bling AI and all those things. Just because everyone is doing, you don't need to go and do it. But what you need to do is actually focus inward. I talked about that iceberg. Focus inward. This is where your focus should be. And really understand what gives you joy. What's going to help you really feel like you're growing. Because if titles gave you satisfaction, you would just be happy with one title. Why is it that you want to get another title? It means titles are not enough to give you that satisfaction. So if you're looking to change how you do your career, I am here to help you. This is not an easy process, okay? I mean, it's a simple process, but it's not easy. I tried to do it on my own. It was really hard. I took all the arrows on my back, but I didn't have a coach who could help me, who looks like me, who has had my experience or similar experience. So I decided to become the coach that I never had. And I help professionals get out of this personal stasis and move toward personal satisfaction and fulfillment. As I said, we have limited time. It's important that you figure out what is it that you want to focus on. Understanding what you're aligned with and get after it. Schedule a one-on-one private complimentary call with me. Go to www.unshackledcareerwoman.com/audit. Let's hop on a leadership audit call. Let's talk about where you want to go, what the gaps are, and what you will need to get there. And if you feel drawn toward working with me, I will share with you how the process works. But don't stay stuck. Don't fight it alone. See, it was a different world when our parents were working. There were no mass layoffs. There was no AI. Life was much easier. It was less complicated. It was harder, but it was less complicated. You knew whatever you put your efforts in would bear fruits. Now it's very confusing. You already are experiencing it, right? You're working harder, but you're going nowhere, which means that it's not working. So you need a different approach. So if you're willing to examine yourself, to explore what you truly want and are willing to walk this path, let's talk. Again, go to www.unshackledcareerwoman.com/audit. Let's hop on a call and let's go.